We've just brought out the 4th edition of Teaching and Learning in the Early Years, which I've edited in this instance, with Penny Coltman, another early years colleague within the faculty. The book arose because when I arrived at what was then Homerton College in 1986, there was a primary initial teacher training course, but that didn't cover the early years, in other words, teaching children up to the age of 6 or 7, which is what I'd actually been doing for the previous 12 years. And so I set up the first early years primary PGCE course at Homerton College. And when we started doing that, we struggled to find books aimed at the teachers of that age group, which really managed to take the latest research in developmental psychology and in early childhood education and translate that into practical advice. And so we actually decided, because we couldn't find any good books that did those two things, that we would put together a book of our own. And very often people cite this book as being something that's really inspired them in their teaching, which is extremely satisfying, of course. I think partly as a consequence of the reputation that I've developed for my work particularly in play and its role in children's learning and development, we've just received quite a substantial donation from the Lego Foundation, part of the Lego toy company, which is going to enable us to open a new research centre, which is called PEDAL, which is Play in Education, Development and Learning, which I'm of course extremely excited about, and hopefully that's going to enable us to do some really significant research in this area and to continue to influence teachers and hopefully politicians and people in the policy arena to try and enhance everybody's understanding and valuing of play, particularly its role in children's development, is going to be something I'm looking forward to doing over the next couple of years before I finally retire to the golf course.